Daniel Jones left his imprint all over the Giants' 38-10 playoff clinching victory over the Colts on Sunday. Happy Sunday. This is your New York Minute. In Denver, one Mets player made a memorable return to the lineup. Outfielder Starling Marte was back with the team in his first game since the death of his grandmother. Marte's first swing of the day, well, that went deep to the left field bleachers for a two-run homer as the Mets dumped the Rockies 5-1. New York was unable to complete the doubleheader sweep as they fell to Colorado in the nightcap 11-3. All right, let's take it to Madison Square Garden on the ice. Big test for the Rangers, hosting the league-leading Bruins, and Boston gets on the board early. Pavel Zacha tips a shot past Igor Shesterkin. Quickly, it's 1-0 Bruins second period. Brad Marchand sets up Patrice Bergeron, and the Boston captain fires it home to light the lamp. Rangers trail by 2. We go to the third. Marchand adds another assist as Connor Clifton finds the back of the net to extend the lead to 3. Late in the third, Blue Shirts get one back as Ben Harper notches his first as a Ranger. 3-1 is the final as the Blue Shirts fall to the Bruins. The Brooklyn Nets look to end a 3-game losing streak with the second game of their West Coast trip. Kyrie Irving back in the lineup for the Nets, taking on the Suns in Phoenix. We go to the early fourth quarter in this one. Suns up by 18. Damian Lee hitting one from downtown. Phoenix leads by 21, but the Nets would come all the way back. Late in the fourth quarter, Nets down 6. Kyrie Irving putting in work, getting buckets, hits the triple. Brooklyn trails by 3. Now we go to 7 seconds left in the game. Suns up 3. Mikal Bridges at the line. He misses the free throw. Nick Claxton gets the rebound and is fouled, but he would miss both free throws. And the Suns defeat the Nets 117-112. Jones completed 19 of 24 passes for 177 yards, and he also threw for 2 scores and ran for 91 yards and 2 other scores. It's been a solid season for the Big Blue signal caller, completing over 66% of his passes, throwing for 13 TDs and only 5 interceptions. In Flushing, inclement weather couldn't stop the Mets from bouncing back against the Mariners. Saturday night's game between New York and Seattle was delayed by 68 minutes due to rain, and when the game started, Chris Bassett was dealing and carried a shutout into the 6th inning. You see the strikeout right there. Now, leading off the 7th inning was catcher Patrick Mazeika, playing in his first major league game this season. He launched a tie-breaking homer to right field as the Mets sunk the Mariners 5-4. The Knicks begin the second half of their season on Wednesday night when they play their 42nd game of the season against the Pacers. My guy, CP the Franchise of Knicks Fan TV, he's been, as usual, all over the Knicks this season, and he joins me now. Well, it's been a while, Giants fans, but your team is back in the postseason, and now the Big Blue has returned to the playoffs. There's a lot to dissect in terms of this improbable turnaround for this team. Today's Super Bowl 56 prop bet of the day could be one that you can enjoy if you're the kind of football fan that likes to see one team dominate the other. And by domination, I mean one team doesn't score any points at all. We know the Bills are out here trying to win one for Damar Hamlin. Everyone pretty much expects Buffalo to win, so does that make the Dolphins a dangerous team even without their starting QB here?
No, that still makes them a bad team with a third-string quarterback.
There's a lot of questions to be answered when it comes to wagering on this game. So it's time for another edition of Hitting the Books, and joining me is the great sports betting content creator, the one and only Chantel Shand. Chantel, how you doing? Second game on Sunday features the New York Giants. They are in Minneapolis again to battle the Vikings, the third-seeded Vikes. They're only 3-point favorites here, and they beat the G-Men on Christmas Eve by a field goal. Over-underline for this one is at 48, so points are expected to be put on the board, Eric, in this one. Do you believe in the Vikings, or are you backing a Big Blue upset here? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go around the association, and we're going to start in the Western Conference. Speaking of the best team in the West, you might be surprised at this. It's the Memphis Grizzlies.